Hey guys, I'm back and sorry for the delay. I have a lot of work to do with this guy to make some details out of it. And we do the video with some comparison. This is the no grade 1 is to 100 very old model kit of Shenlong from the EW Gundam. And as you can see, this is quite limited in articulation. And finally, we have this Supernova which I have to review yet. This is already painted years ago, and definitely this one has a lot of detail compared to the original master grade. Hey Mega fans, there it is, Shenlong Gundam from EW, and this has very minimal panel lines and details. It's a simplistic look. The overall quality is decent, acceptable. We check the articulation movement. We have decent range of movement from the head, standard rotation on the arms, and this one is a hand grenade, and definitely a lot of work is needed to make things work for this model kit. Okay, we continue with the range of movement. We have 360 hip rotation, skirt armor movement. It can do the splits, standard knee bend, and yeah, that one, that's what I'm talking about. You need something to work out to fix that, and I will show you how. And we have limited ankle tiltage, and this side skirt part keeps falling off. And then, yeah, you need to put some glue on that part. And let's move on with the dragon fang and standard articulation, opening mouth, and I think that's it for the articulation. Oh, almost forgot the wrist movement for the articulation for some dynamic posing options. Let's check out the inner frame design. And of course, this will be painted to appear like this. This kind of design is inspired by real grade. Some of the model kits in real grade have color separation on the knee and elbow joints. This one I painted it with copper metallic. The inner frame is painted with gunmetal black, and the red part is uh, Honda red. This is the unpainted build, and this is the modified version. This is the first time I'm going to do scribing on a model kit. I did check some videos on YouTube on how they do it. Some of them uses a thick tape, but since I don't have one, so I will have to use available resources. For this one, I use pencil to outline the panel lines that I'm going to create. I already did one earlier. Since I don't have the tape to actually use for the actual line guides, I use a card to help me with a straight line like so. And I'm still getting used to it, but eventually I'll probably order the tape to make things easier next time for me to do panel lines, as it didn't turn out perfect like I saw on some photos, but it's acceptable. Well, on my standard, that is. I just want to add additional details on otherwise a very plain looking model kit that needs extra details. I did use some reference in Google Photos regarding some designs, and you'll probably see it when you search Shenlong custom. After doing the scribing, I sanded the piece to smoothen out the edges, and then I will test it using the panel accent line by Tamiya to test the lines like so. And since I'm new to this, I just want to make sure that the lines that I made is acceptable, and that's why I have to sand these pieces again, because I'm preparing this one for painting. I will paint this one with first with uh, gloss white, then afterwards I'll paint it with pearl finish like this, and then do masking for the color tone separation, and that will be like this. So practically I'm now attaching some of the parts that I painted at, and test fitting the items to make sure that everything goes in perfectly as it should. By the way, some of them are actually planned to do the lines while attached to the actual body. So that's why I have to test which one is which, particularly with the parts that I actually tried it on. And everything seems to go in perfectly. So I think I just need to add more details later on to finish the job. I did also some leg modification on the thigh part. It's a mixed feelings for me, but it's there, so I'll just have to deal with it with this kit. I did mention earlier that this kit keeps falling off on some of the parts, the side skirt armor, especially the head part, this side of the head. So I have to glue it in, and yeah, this one is okay. It easily detached because of the design, but if you add a little bit of paint, it could stay. And yeah, this crotch part keeps falling off when I try to move and pose it for display. The major issue that I have that needs attention on this kit is this part. I'll show you what I did to fix the issue. And so what I did is I took two screws from a keyboard, and then I screwed it in using, to make the hole bigger, I used a pin vise, and then I screwed it in for this to actually stay when I pose it for display options. It's really annoying if the legs keeps falling off, especially when you try to do some pose on an action base. So this is actually the best way to go forward for it to have a secure leg connection. As you see here, this now has playability, and it's almost solid as a rock because no parts is falling, and the display option is going to be great. Now, this kit is great for practicing your skills. It's not that expensive, so practicing scribing on a kit like this one is going to be awesome. I cannot recommend this one as a must buy for beginners, but it's going to be great for somebody interested in sharpening and honing their skills. Again, thank you for watching. Please do consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you on the next review.